What's going on, guys? Today is October 10th, 2013, so today is officially 5 months on testosterone. Um, so, as far as physical changes, uh, my facial hair is getting a little bit darker. You still can't see it. I can. I have to admit, I spend an embarrassing amount of time in front of the mirror looking at it. I also spend an embarrassing time trying to get a picture of it on my phone, which is really awkward. Um, because I would like for someone else to be able to see it, but it's just not working out at this time. So yeah, getting the facial hair, it's getting darker. My acne's kind of cleared up a little bit, so that's pretty good. Um, what else? Voice is still getting a little bit deeper. Yeah, that's pretty much it. As far as I could tell. Because kind of as the months went by, like I stopped being so critical of my body and like waiting for things to happen. So now like when these like month videos come up and I'm like, oh shit, like what changed in the past month? I can't really tell you too much unless something like drastic changes, which I'll let you know. So yeah, physical changes. It's not anything like new that's going on. It's just like things are continuing to happen. So I'm continuing to get hair on my face and body. Voice is still getting deeper. Stuff like that. Um, so yeah, that's it as far as the physical changes. I know last month I talked about whether I wanted to be out here at UConn, and I decided that kind of going along with the idea that I was cisgendered is really it's difficult because I get really awkward questions that like I'm not sure how to answer sometimes. Like what are some of them? Oh, someone asked like what my first boner felt like, so I was just kind of like, ah, I don't know how you want me to answer that. Another one was someone asked me if I wanted kids, and I said yeah, but like I can't have it in the conventional way. And one of the girls that was in the room was like, well, why can't you? I was just like, funny story. So yeah, I'm pretty open about it. I don't tell people like right off the bat. I'm not just like, hi, I'm Parker, I'm transgender, hope you're cool with it. No, when I feel comfortable with the situation or it comes up or someone asks me a really awkward question, then I'll bring it in. I haven't gotten any really negative responses, which is awesome. Yeah, I've decided to just kind of be out with it. I joined the singing at a Rainbow Center. It's called Speakers Bureau, so I go into classes that want LGBT people to talk about their experiences, and I tell people about my experience, which I found really helpful. It kind of helps me be more comfortable in my own skin and to get my story out there, which is nice. So yeah, I kind of realized that no matter how bad I kind of want it to happen, I will never be cisgendered, so why fake it? Because it's not the way my life is. And I've always kind of carried that thought of the more open I am and the more I make it not a big deal and just be like, hey, this is what it is, I feel like people, get more comfortable with it. The only place I'm not out is my job. I am part of Husky Watch, which is like campus security. Don't in any way think I do anything important. I just make sure buildings are locked at night and that drunk people aren't destroying things. And I just walk around. So yeah, that's the only place I'm not out. Just because, one, I work only one day a week, so I don't really know the people I work with too well. I probably will end up coming out to them at one point or another. It just hasn't happened yet. So, it probably will eventually, just hasn't yet. I definitely do feel more comfortable just being out about who I am. So that was a good decision on my part. It's definitely easier not having to hide it. And it is always fun to be like, hey, I'm transgender, and everyone's like, what? I didn't even know. Like, oh my god, your voice, it's so deep. I'm just like, I know, it's the drugs. Oh, and I do have to tell you guys, I did end up crying at some point over this last month. It was not over Grey's Anatomy, which I'm halfway surprised it wasn't. Um, it was actually over a documentary called Bully. If anyone's ever seen that, it's a freaking tearjerker. Of course, I felt like a jackass because I was watching this movie and my roommate was sitting there, and of course, I wasn't like sobbing, but like they were definite tears. Like every time this one kid would come on the screen, he wouldn't even need to say anything. I would just cry over it. So yeah, if anybody ever feels like crying a whole bunch, go watch that movie. It actually is really good. But yeah, so I have cried. So I do still have a soul somewhere. Um, yeah, other than that, that's about it for this month. And yeah.